Chaos erupted in the middle of a sermon as Bishop Clarence McClendon suddenly collapsed on stage, leaving his congregation and staff in shock. Cameras captured the alarming moment, and staff rushed to carry him off, sparking widespread concern across social media. What caused this sudden collapse, and is the celebrated bishop okay? You won't believe the details behind this shocking incident, and the story is far more serious than anyone expected. Bishop Clarence McClendon is known for his powerful sermons, inspirational messages, and a presence that commands attention from congregations across the nation. But during what was meant to be a routine service, an unexpected and alarming event shook everyone in attendance. The bishop collapsed mid-sermon, leaving staff, parishioners, and viewers at home stunned. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the incident, exploring the moments leading up to the collapse, eyewitness accounts, and insider updates on his health. We'll also reveal how the congregation reacted, the immediate steps taken by his staff, and what this could mean for Bishop McClendon's ministry moving forward. You won't just hear the headlines. We'll break down verified details, social media reactions, and expert insights about why such incidents happen and how public figures manage sudden health crises. This is where it gets interesting. While some assumed it was a minor fainting episode, the truth points to a more complex situation involving health, stress, and the pressures of leadership. By the end of this video, you'll understand the full story, from the shocking moment on stage to the aftermath, the reaction of the gospel community, and the messages of support flooding social media. Stay tuned, because the story behind Bishop Clarence McClendon's collapse is a wake-up call for everyone, and it's filled with lessons, revelations, and emotional moments that you don't want to miss. The shocking moment unfolded during a packed Sunday service where Bishop Clarence McClendon was delivering one of his signature sermons, full of passion, energy, and powerful messages. Suddenly, onlookers noticed him faltering on stage. One moment he was speaking with authority, and the next he stumbled and collapsed, leaving the congregation in absolute disbelief. Eyewitnesses describe a scene of chaos and concern. Congregants gasped, some rushed toward the stage, while others froze, unsure of what to do. "It was terrifying," one attendee said. "One second he was preaching, and the next he was on the floor. You could feel the room go completely silent. The panic in the room was palpable, as people scrambled to ensure the bishop was safe. Staff members acted immediately. Trained in emergency response and familiar with Bishop McClendon's routines, they quickly moved to stabilize him. They carefully lifted him from the stage and guided him to a secure location, all while maintaining calm for the congregation. Observers noted the professionalism and composure of his team, which prevented the situation from escalating further. Social media quickly captured the unfolding events. Short clips of the collapse began circulating within minutes, spreading across Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Fans and followers were shocked, flooding posts with prayers, messages of concern, and well wishes. Hashtags like #Pray for Bishop McClendon and #Bishop Collapse began trending, showing the immediate and widespread reaction from the gospel community and beyond. Medical experts later weighed in on the situation, explaining that sudden collapses during public speaking are not uncommon, especially for individuals under intense stress or with underlying health conditions. Dehydration, exhaustion, or even cardiovascular issues can trigger such events, though confirmation of the exact cause in Bishop McClendon's case has not been officially released. But here's the cliffhanger. Sources close to the bishop hinted that this incident was not just a simple fainting episode. There are reports suggesting that ongoing stress and demanding responsibilities within his ministry may have contributed to this alarming moment. While the official statement emphasizes his stable condition, insiders suggest that the bishop is taking the situation very seriously and may need to reassess his schedule, health, and workload. The immediate response from the congregation was heartfelt. Many attendees held hands, prayed collectively, and sang hymns in the moments following the collapse. This outpouring of spiritual support reflected both the deep love for Bishop McClendon and the unity of the church community during a crisis. Witnesses described the atmosphere as both tense and profoundly moving, a mixture of concern for the bishop and shared faith in his recovery. Even after being carried off stage, the bishop reportedly reassured his staff and congregation that he was committed to returning to his ministry. This resilience has been a hallmark of his career, but the incident serves as a stark reminder of the human vulnerabilities behind public figures who often appear invincible from the pulpit. In the next section, we'll explore Section 2, Bishop McClendon's Health and Recovery, Insider Updates and Medical Insights, where we dive into his current condition, the steps being taken for recovery, and expert analysis on what such incidents mean for leaders in high-stress roles. After the shocking collapse on stage, questions immediately arose regarding Bishop Clarence McClendon's health and what may have triggered such a sudden incident. While the official statements from his ministry have emphasized that he is stable and receiving care, insiders reveal that the situation is more complex than initially reported. Close sources confirm that Bishop McClendon was immediately evaluated by medical professionals following the incident. Preliminary reports suggest that he experienced a combination of exhaustion, elevated stress, and possible underlying health concerns that contributed to the collapse. While specific medical details remain private, those familiar with his condition stress that such incidents are often a wake-up call, signaling that even the most dedicated leaders need to prioritize their health. Fans and followers were quick to respond with messages of support and prayers. Social media platforms became inundated with posts expressing concern, encouragement, and hope for a full recovery. Celebrities, fellow pastors, and gospel artists shared messages highlighting Bishop McClendon's influence and the impact of his ministry. Notable figures such as Bishop T.D. Jakes, Bishop Noel Jones, and other prominent leaders sent well wishes, further reinforcing the widespread concern within the faith community. Medical experts consulted by news outlets have weighed in, explaining that collapses during high-stress events are not uncommon. Dr. Angela Moore, a cardiologist, noted that factors such as long hours, public speaking pressure, dehydration, and even anxiety can combine to create a medical emergency. Leaders under constant stress are at increased risk for fainting, sudden drops in blood pressure, or other stress-related health complications, she explained. Immediate medical attention and rest are critical to prevent more serious outcomes. According to insiders, Bishop McClendon is now under close observation, with his medical team ensuring he receives rest, proper hydration, and a carefully managed schedule to reduce stress. This approach emphasizes both short-term recovery and long-term wellness, as the bishop's demanding schedule has historically included back-to-back sermons, community outreach, and administrative responsibilities. The emotional impact of this event on the congregation and staff cannot be overstated. Many members reported feeling shock and fear, while others described a renewed sense of gratitude and spiritual reflection. The incident prompted conversations about self-care, faith, and the pressures faced by spiritual leaders who often prioritize their ministry above personal well-being. Here's an important insider update. While Bishop McClendon is expected to recover fully, his team is reportedly re-evaluating his commitments for the next several months. This includes reducing travel, spacing out sermons, and ensuring he has adequate support both on stage and behind the scenes. Fans have been reassured that this approach is preventative, not a sign of permanent health issues, highlighting the care being taken to protect both his health and his ministry. The bishop himself reportedly expressed gratitude for the outpouring of love and support. Sources say that he has been in touch with close family and staff, emphasizing the importance of rest, prayer, and focusing on what truly matters: faith, family, and the community he serves. his calm and resilient attitude has inspired even more admiration from those who look up to him as a leader and role model. But here's the cliffhanger. Many are watching closely. Insiders hint that Bishop McClendon may return with a renewed focus on health awareness within his ministry. This could involve public discussions about wellness, stress management, and spiritual balance for pastors and leaders, potentially turning a moment of crisis into a powerful message for millions of followers. In the next section, we'll explore Section 3, Congregation and Celebrity Reactions. Messages, prayers, and viral moments, diving deep into how fans, peers, and the gospel community reacted to the collapse, highlighting viral social media moments, emotional tributes, and the global response to Bishop McClendon's health scare. The moment Bishop Clarence McClendon collapsed on stage sent shockwaves far beyond the walls of his church. Congregants, staff, and fans across the globe immediately responded with an overwhelming outpouring of concern, prayer, and support. Social media platforms were flooded with messages, videos, and tributes, showcasing just how much the bishop's life and ministry have impacted people worldwide. Inside the church, eyewitnesses describe a mix of fear, concern, and determination to stay calm. Some congregants rushed to the stage, holding hands, praying aloud, and offering comfort until the bishop's staff could safely guide him off. Others remained seated, trembling, yet unified in silent prayer, demonstrating the deep connection between spiritual leaders and their congregations in moments of crisis. One attendee recounted, "I've never felt anything like it. We were scared, but we all felt this wave of faith and unity at the same time." Beyond the church walls, the reaction was immediate. Clips of the collapse circulated widely on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, racking up thousands of views within hours. Fans shared their messages of hope and prayers, tagging friends, family, and even fellow believers to rally support. The hashtag #Pray for Bishop McClendon quickly gained traction, trending among gospel communities and fans of spiritual leaders worldwide. Celebrity pastors and gospel artists also responded publicly. Figures such as Bishop T.D. Jakes, Bishop Noel Jones, and Yolanda Adams posted heartfelt messages online. Many called for collective prayer, urging fans to unite in support of the bishop. Social media posts included video prayers, scripture verses, and messages emphasizing faith, resilience, and community solidarity. One notable post read, "Bishop McClendon has inspired generations with his messages of hope. Let us now inspire him with our prayers." Even artists outside the gospel industry joined the conversation. Popular entertainers, public figures, and influencers shared personal anecdotes about how Bishop McClendon's ministry impacted their lives, creating a cross-industry wave of support that further amplified the story. These responses highlighted the far-reaching influence of his work, showing that his impact extends beyond religious boundaries and into the hearts of people from diverse backgrounds. Fans also shared emotional tributes online. Many recounted moments when his sermons or messages helped them through personal struggles, illness, or times of despair. Parents shared stories of teaching their children about faith through his teachings, while young adults expressed gratitude for the hope and guidance his words provided during challenging moments in their lives. These stories created a tapestry of human connection, showing the profound reach of his ministry. Churches and ministries around the country also rallied. Many held prayer vigils, live-streamed services dedicated to his recovery, and encouraged congregants to participate in collective spiritual support. Communities large and small united in prayer, showing that faith and empathy transcend physical boundaries. Even virtual gatherings saw hundreds of participants joining together to uplift the bishop through prayer and meditation. Behind the scenes, Bishop McClendon's family and close staff were moved by the magnitude of support. Sources confirm that they spent time reading through messages, watching prayer videos, and feeling reassured by the global response. This encouragement, both online and in person, played a critical role in lifting the bishop's spirits during a time of vulnerability. But here's the shocking part many may not realize. Some of the fan tributes went viral not just for the prayers, but for the emotional stories they contained. Videos of congregants sharing personal experiences of healing, hope, and transformation attributed to Bishop McClendon's teachings received thousands of views and shares within hours. These moments reminded the world that his ministry doesn't just reach people on Sundays, it transforms lives continuously, creating a ripple effect of faith, inspiration, and gratitude. Moreover, the outpouring sparked important conversations about mental and physical health for spiritual leaders. Many fans expressed concern over the pressures pastors face, emphasizing the need for rest, self-care, and support for those who dedicate their lives to uplifting others. This awareness brought a new dimension to the discussion, highlighting the intersection between spiritual guidance and human vulnerability. The widespread reactions also strengthened bonds within the gospel community. Pastors, musicians, and ministry leaders expressed solidarity, shared experiences, and reinforced messages of hope and faith. This collective response created a sense of unity, demonstrating that when leaders face challenges, the community comes together, transcending competition or hierarchy. In the next section, we'll explore Section 4, the aftermath and ministry impact, how the collapse could change his future, diving into how this incident may influence Bishop McClendon's schedule, health priorities, and the broader direction of his ministry, as well as what fans can expect in the months ahead. The shocking collapse of Bishop Clarence McClendon was more than a single alarming event. It has sparked conversations about the long-term effects on his ministry, his schedule, and the way he approaches leadership. For decades, Bishop McClendon has been a pillar in the gospel community, known for his energetic sermons, motivational messages, and unwavering dedication to his congregation. This incident, however, has underscored a crucial reality. Even the most resilient leaders are not immune to the demands and pressures of ministry life. In the immediate aftermath, church leadership and staff were forced to make quick decisions regarding ongoing services and public appearances. Some events were postponed to allow the bishop proper rest and recovery, while others were rescheduled or temporarily delegated to trusted assistants. This temporary adjustment emphasized the importance of sustainable leadership and highlighted the dedication of his team, who stepped in seamlessly to maintain continuity for the congregation. Insiders report that Bishop McClendon has been reflecting deeply on his personal health, work-life balance, and the pace at which he carries out his ministry. Friends and colleagues describe him as someone who is both committed and perfectionistic, often pushing himself to ensure every sermon, outreach, and event meets his high standards. While this drive has contributed to his success, it may have also contributed to the sudden collapse, serving as a wake-up call about the importance of self-care for leaders who devote themselves fully to others. One key change likely to occur is a more structured schedule for Bishop McClendon. Sources indicate that future sermons and public appearances may be spaced more strategically to avoid overexertion. This approach could involve shorter service durations, increased delegation of administrative duties, and careful monitoring of his health during public events. The goal is to ensure he can continue leading effectively without compromising his well-being. Fans have been closely monitoring updates, expressing both concern and hope. Many have expressed gratitude that Bishop McClendon is taking the situation seriously and addressing the pressures of his role. Social media has become a hub for continued support, with hashtags such as #Healthy Bishop McClendon trending, reflecting the collective desire to see him thrive not just spiritually, but physically as well. The incident has also sparked conversations within the broader gospel community about health awareness for pastors and ministry leaders. While spiritual guidance often focuses on uplifting others, it is crucial for leaders to maintain their own physical and mental health. Several pastors and ministry professionals have publicly shared stories of burnout, stress, and health emergencies, emphasizing that Bishop McClendon's experience is a reminder of a widespread challenge in faith leadership. Here's a suspenseful revelation. Close sources hint that Bishop McClendon may integrate his health journey into future sermons or projects. This could include motivational messages about self-care, resilience, and balancing spiritual dedication with personal well-being. Such an initiative would not only educate and inspire his congregation, but also highlight a vulnerable human side of a leader who is typically seen as unshakable from the pulpit. Moreover, there is speculation that Bishop McClendon may use this experience as a platform to launch community-focused health initiatives. These programs could encourage wellness, stress management, and preventive care among clergy and congregants alike, potentially setting a new standard for ministry leadership. By turning a personal challenge into a larger movement, he could create a legacy that extends beyond sermons and music, positively impacting countless lives. But here's the cliffhanger many are watching closely. Insiders suggest that while Bishop McClendon is committed to recovery, he may return with major announcements about new ministry initiatives, collaborations, or events that are tied directly to his personal health journey. Fans and the gospel community are eagerly awaiting these updates, understanding that his comeback could redefine his ministry and influence for years to come. Ultimately, the aftermath of this collapse serves as a crucial lesson for both leaders and followers. Resilience is not about pushing yourself to the limit, but about knowing when to pause, seek support, and prioritize long-term health. Bishop McClendon's response to this incident will likely become a defining moment in his career, showcasing how even revered leaders can adapt, evolve, and continue to inspire while honoring their own well-being.